Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Tasiyat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give our praises, highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiram across this world who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. And may the election be upon your households. Khan Shalom. So take a look at this crazy thing right here, man. Okay, I saw this post on Instagram, and of course Instagram sometimes can post stuff that is fake. So I went to check for myself if it was true, and it was true, you know. So what does it say? It says China just took the first step toward creating a real life super soldiers by injecting human cells with tardigrade DNA. Okay, so China moving crazy. They want to create super soldiers with tardigrade DNA, and that is from that small animal that you see in the left corner. Okay, so we're gonna read a bit about it. It says China is merging human stem cells with DNA from tardigrades, those microscopic creatures that can survive space, radiation, and freezing temperatures. Okay. Using CRISPR gene editing, military scientists have created cells that withstand lethal X-rays and grow faster than normal. The goal? Genetically enhanced humans who could survive nuclear warfare or deep space missions. So they are getting their soldiers ready for war, you know, and they're trying to enhance their soldiers even, man, with this crazy shit. You know? It sounds like sci-fi, but it's happening now, and the ethical questions are just beginning. Okay, so it sounds like sci-fi, right? So I just typed it on Google, and then AI gave me like an overview, and it says the same shit, you know? It says Chinese military researchers have inserted tardigrade DNA into human embryonic stem cells to create radiation-resistant cells, a development with potential military applications for creating super soldiers who could survive in extreme environments like nuclear fallout or space. You know? So this small animal right here. Okay? And you know these people, they like to mess around with science and create all types of crazy things. So like, yeah, you know. So we just wait on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to give us these powers, but they rely on technology and gene therapy and shit, you know, because, hey man, these nations are making their soldiers ready, you know, are making their soldiers ready for a big war that is going to happen. All right, Joel 3 and 9 says this: proclaim me this among the Gentiles. Okay, the Gentiles are the heathen nations, which are also Chinese people, which are actually known by the biblical name Moab. Okay, therefore they are Moabites. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, and they busy with that with their war strategies and things, you know, getting ready to fight. Okay, along with these other countries like Russia, North Korea, etc. You know, so these people, they creating super soldiers. So what do you think is going to happen when America does the same, Russia does the same, you know, creating super soldiers, you know? The Most High Yahweh Bashem Yashai is also gonna make his elect have superpowers. Okay? He's gonna make his elect have superpowers. He's gonna make his elect be hunters in those times, man. Because if you think about it, man, how is it fair for us to fight against superhumans or tanks or machine guns or lasers that being shot from the space if we just have normal bodies and normal powers, you know, if we don't have powers at all? Okay, so the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yashai is going to give his elect spiritual powers, man, in these times to come. You know, bullets bouncing off our bodies, Okay, we might be resistant to fire, people trying to cut us or trying to harm us, but it won't touch our skin. Okay, look what happened to our ancestors, Shadrach and Abednego, and I forgot one of the other names of our ancestors, but they were with three, and they were put in an oven by Nebuchadnezzar. And in the oven was so much heat and fire that the people that put them in the oven burned, But they that were put in the oven did not burn, man, okay? Because a fourth person appeared in the fire with them, protecting them, okay? From Yahweh Bashem Yashai. We believe, if I'm correct, that it was Yahweh Shai protecting them, in the midst of the fire, in the midst of the furnace. Mind you, every people that was put in the furnace there will die. So that is a form of spiritual power, man. All right? So let's read this. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So when the enemy is gonna come like a flood, like when a tsunami comes, what can you do as a human about a tsunami? Okay, nothing. Okay, so when the enemy are gonna come like a big a tsunami, basically overruling in number, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So that standard is like a strong base, strong wall that the flood cannot go through, So when these military mights, these super soldiers are gonna come for us, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, is gonna give us men, spiritual powers to protect ourselves, and to protect the rest of the elect, including the mother and children, that are also following Yahweh Bashim Yashai, or are part of the household of one of the 144,000 prophets, So we're gonna fight with spiritual powers also, man. Do you really think that these Chinese people can be making their super soldiers, and Yahweh Bashim Yashai is not gonna give his men some form of power to fight back? Of course he does, man. Okay, Isaiah 40:29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. Yeah, so even the youth, even young people, are eventually going to be getting tired, because they can run for a long time, young people, they can play whatever they want, not get tired very quick, but eventually they will get tired, But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. So we're going to get new strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles, meaning we are going to be able to fly. Okay? Superman flying, They shall run and not be weary. Okay, the flesh, he can run and he doesn't get tired, He can run the whole earth and he doesn't get tired from running the whole earth, basically, So we are going to have infinite energy, you see? And they shall walk and not faint. We're going to be able to walk and never be tired, man. So isn't that a form of spiritual power? Okay. Also, let me show you this, man. Fight it for you. Joshua 23:10. Okay. One man of you shall chase 1,000. For the Lord your power, he it is that fighteth for you, as he had promised you. Okay, so in those times, the Most High, gave us powers to fight, to protect ourselves, and he's gonna do that again. One man of you shall chase 1,000. That means that you are stronger than 1,000 people, because if there's 1,000 people and they are willing to fight you, that means that you are somewhat as strong as the 1,000 people. But if 1,000 people are running away, that shows you that they are scared. So that means that you can handle even more than 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Bashim Yashai is going to give us spiritual powers, There was also another scripture, I forgot, man, about spiritual powers. I believe in the book of Deuteronomy. is it, 18? Is it 18? No, I'm not sure if it's 18. But that's another one also concerning this. And one of my favorite scriptures, Jeremiah 16:16. Okay, the prophets that are basically on the streets right now making videos and waking up the elect of Israel are gonna soon stop with what we are doing, and we're gonna be turned into hunters. We're gonna hunt people down, man. Okay, these wicked people, we're gonna hunt them down. Okay, so how we're gonna hunt them down? With spiritual powers. All right, Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, say the Lord. So those are the prophets. They are fishers, right? They are fishing for the elect, you know. And they shall fish them. They shall fish them, the elect, you know. So what we are doing, we have the Bible, we have the truth. That is basically our bait, you know. And the fish, they catch the bait and basically being drawn in, you know. And the fish that we don't like, the unclean creatures, the crab, the lobster, etc., there's people that are wicked and don't want to listen. You know, we throw them away. Yahweh Bashem Yashai basically throws them away. You know, he only wants the good fish. You know, so the prophets are doing the fishing right now. And literally our ancestors were also fishing. You know, Yahweh Shai said, I'll make you fishers of men. Okay. Matthew 4:18. And Yahushua, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. Okay? And he said unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. And they straightway left their nets and followed him. So instead of physical fishing, you know, it's now spiritual fishing for the elect. Okay, prophets. Now, what's going to happen with those prophets? Again, Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. Okay, the elect is going to be hunting wicked people. You know, it doesn't matter where you hide. If you hide in the hole of the rock, basically a bunker, elect is still gonna get you, man. You're nowhere you are safe, basically, you know. So, that is what's about to happen to his elect. You know, gonna get spiritual powers. So these Chinese people can make super soldiers what they want. It's not gonna have no effect against the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. So with that, hope it is edifying. I want to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. I want to give double honor to the elder apostles, teachers of great wisdom, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across this world, who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity. And shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening, and may the election be upon your households. Kan shalom.